I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me. Give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me. Just watch me. Just watch me.
Okay, so I have finished swatching all of them out. I have to say my hand is still functioning. I don't feel like it's falling off. So I definitely didn't have to press hard with them to get the pigment out. And I'm very, very surprised how they managed to get so much vibrancy in these pencils and managing such an affordable price to go with it. So that is a very, very good surprise. Now, what I will say is there were a few colors that were fairly similar. I even had to count my pencil swatches to make sure I didn't pick up the same pencil by mistake, but no, I haven't made any mistakes. They're just fairly similar, some of them. So I'd say this one and that color are very, very similar. These two colors are very close together. And then what else? These two are literally almost identical. These are very similar, but not exactly. These are very, very similar. And these I felt are almost identical. And then, to be honest with you, when I'm looking at these colors, all of these, maybe not 4, but 3, those 3 colors, I literally cannot differentiate them. Very, very light difference between this one and these two, but these two are kind of like the same thing pretty much. And then moving on with the browns, I think these two are very similar as well. So there's a good handful of pencils that I feel could have been, you know, swapped out for other colors that really would be lovely in this set. I would love a nice chartreuse, so the color that I'm wearing. The color that we have here is more of an apple green, so a chartreuse would be nice, so a more warm toned green than that. Olive green, I think, is missing out of these colors. Just out of the top of my head, I would say maybe more of a lighter cobalt teal color. And what else? And maybe a couple more pinks, that would be good. Maybe a darker red. There's a lovely burgundy at the end of the set. Yeah, in terms of the gold. Now, the gold does not look like a gold, so to speak. However, it looks like a perfect flat gold. Now, you know, when you're creating prints, you can't actually scan golds or glitter or, you know, neons, colors like that, to look in the prints exactly as they were originally. So for a flat color to simulate a metallic gold, I think this works really well, and I wonder how it would scan and print. I have a feeling it might be one of those flat gold colors, which in that case could be quite useful. So in terms of breakage, apart from the two pencils right in the beginning, so number 6 that broke while I tried to swatch it, and number 8 that was already broken in the set, that was the only pencil that was broken. Apart from those two, I only had problem with one more, which was this one here. So this is the orange number 13, and what happened was it hasn't broken down completely, but its lead has split in half, and I was still able to complete the swatch without this breaking. So it's a good sign that they're not breakable in that sense. You can get maybe an occasional pencil. I wonder if there's something wrong with those two pencils, or it was just that kind of, you know, one-off situation. But the rest of them didn't snap, didn't break, regardless of me pressing quite hard. And like I said, I was really impressed that even half thickness of this lead, although it's not ideal that it's snapped in half, but I still was able to press really hard and it didn't break, that one. So that was quite impressive. So out of the 72, I only had 3 pencils that were a bit temperamental with the leads. One color I have to decide here, which is a number 45. In the coloring here of the actual pencil, it looks like a super neon pink, which I'm not sure why they picked it, because it's not the color in here. This is the color that you swatch out, which is far from a neon, and you can also see in the nib or the lead, it actually is that color, not a neon pink. So that's just a little, you know, info background for that pencil, in case you thought you saw a neon and you thought, aha, this set has a neon color. No, it doesn't. So all in all, I am impressed, and I would definitely recommend this for an artist, maybe like a starting artist who's thinking of creating their own business and sell prints or create art that they will not be selling on as original, because like I said before, I wouldn't grade these as artist pencils simply because we don't know the light fast test results, and most likely they are not, and usually you cannot expect a pencil to be that affordable to be light fast and artist grade therefore. So yes, you could create scans of your work, you could create beautiful artwork with these pencils, but just keep in mind you'd have to scan them and use those versions for prints, etc. So that would be great for someone who's on a budget but thinking of starting their own business by illustrating things and selling them as prints or merchandise or whatever. So yes, apart from those few bits and pieces like repeated colors, I think for again, for the price that you pay, it's actually a really good set. I like the tin as well. Now, I would prefer if the tin would be dislocated, just because I'm working on a small desk, and for me it's very hard to have this big set open like that. So I had to put my sketchbook on top of it, which still worked out well. This lid here sits actually nicely flat, so you're not going to break anything. It doesn't sort of hover in the air, so it does sit flat on the desk. So either way, I used it to prop my sketchbook when working on each of the sides of the set. The final thing was the actual tray. That could be slightly easier to get out, or maybe slightly better quality, but the tin, again, for the price that we're talking, it's a very good quality tin. It's made nicely, it's presented nicely. So I think that is it for today's review. I hope it helped you to make your mind up and see whether that's something you would like to purchase or gift to someone, or if it's not really for you. Either way, hopefully it was a useful review for you to watch. And like I said, there will be a separate video coming up. I can't promise just when yet, but I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks, where I will be playing with these pencils, creating maybe some abstract pages in my sketchbook, and experimenting with layering and working with other mixed media art supplies, combining them together, how they work, and how they also blend and mix amongst each other. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.